What's up, the squad? Back with another video. I seen that title's going down. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it right here. Definitely wild when it comes down to this. And I'm telling y'all, Gavin Newsom is honestly probably the most insane. Like the way that things are going right now, I truly find it insane of people who still support this dude. Number one in homelessness. Number one in poverty. Number two in water bills. Number one in unemployment. Number one in illegal border crossings. Number one in people leaving the state. Number one in income tax. Number one in gas tax. Number two in housing cost. I can literally go on and on. This is a whole list, y'all. This is a whole list. A whole list, y'all. Of the mess that Gavin Newsom brings. People need to understand. One thing about it, I seen this video and I was like, you know what? I need to put this in here. I need to put this in here. Says Katie Porter. I'm gonna just play the video. Cause I'm trying to figure it out. Like I truly don't see how people truly are supporting this dude. Check it out.
What grade would you give him on homelessness, and what, if anything, would you do differently? You have 60 seconds.
I'm a notoriously tough grader, but I would probably...
She's a notoriously tough grader. Check out what she says, y'all.
Notoriously tough grader, but I would probably give him a B on homelessness. I don't think this has been an easy problem to solve, but I do give him a lot of credit for calling attention to the problem. When he campaigned 8 years ago, he was talking about housing when nobody else was.
Wow, by the way, I'd love to be in your class, Katie, if you get a B for what Gavin Newsom's done on homelessness. My goodness.
What grade would you...
Is that not like am I tripping? Just because he brought the attention to it, she's giving him a B? Just like somebody said, the voters definitely do need to wake up. They need to wake up. Says it's been confirmed that a majority, almost 60% of Gavin Newsom's California residents don't want him to be the 2028 presidential nominee. They see how bad it is in California. Why in the hell would they want him to be president?
Right now,
I feel strange. It's interesting. I've been on a journey like most people, feeling great, feeling stressed, feeling doubtful. The last 2 days, I don't know what it is. I think it's maybe the dust settling after Madison Square Garden. Seen how that went, like kind of a roller coaster. But something's happened the last few days, and I'm telling you, that Des Moines Register poll, I mean, I don't know. I don't expect Iowa necessarily going in the blue column, but it says something to me that...
Y'all see how stuff work?
That is about...
This video literally just paused on its own, right? It start buffering and whatnot on its own. It literally start buffering on its own. Even my Mac don't even want to listen to this dude. I'm telling y'all. Y'all want to know what's sad about this whole thing? Says his mother is definitely pretty, I'm not going to say, I feel like mad, disappointed about how Gavin Newsom is not only treating people in California, but treating people that are, constantly going through things. Not only that, it's a mother that lost, I'm pretty sure her son, if I'm not mistaken, lost a son to a previously deported criminal illegal alien. It's truly sad. This isn't the first time. I literally just did a video on Mayor Brandon Johnson. Another thing happened. Parents outraged. So you always have people that'll say, forget ICE, y'all know the other word. Talk about Trump. There are a lot of people that now are realizing in these Democrat, states, these cities, and they're seeing how much, and it's sad that they have to see this or deal with something like this to see what's truly going on. It's truly sad, but one thing about it is that I'm truly glad, though, that people are now realizing, because just like this individual is realizing this, they're going to put that effect on another person. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, well, I'm seeing what that, you know what? Maybe this is good for the country. Check it out.
California Democrats, including Governor Gavin Newsom, are facing scrutiny over a proposed bill that would allow taxpayer dollars to fund legal defenses for illegal immigrants. And this money would pay for representation for illegals facing deportation proceedings, with priority given to those already in detention. One Angel mom, whose son was shot to death by an illegal alien, can't hold back how she feels about this. She says these Democrats care more about illegal immigrants than they do about American citizens.
My son was murdered. Not one politician has ever contacted me. Not one politician said, I'm so sorry that this previously deported criminal illegal alien shot and killed your son. Not one of them. Newsom doesn't care about citizens of this country,
Exactly.
about legal immigrants like myself. He cares about free votes from illegal aliens.
There you go. There you have it. And as people are starting to see and realize what's going on, and she spreads that, Gavin Newsom did this, he did that. I'm telling y'all, people already, to begin with, was leaving the Democratic Party because of what's going on and how they're treating the American people. I'm telling y'all, people need to lock in. Says Governor Gavin Newsom's wife has been caught paying herself huge sum of money so it's only just not Gavin Newsom that they're not messing with. They're also not messing about them. I got a couple clips I want to show y'all about this wife of his.
She reportedly,
or should I say the first partner of his? I guess that's what is she calling herself that, or pretty sure. I don't know.
Herself a massive paycheck while pushing controversial sexuality and gender education in California's school system. The New York Post is reporting Siebel Newsom leaned on her powerful husband and his education board to push preachy flicks about toxic masculinity into classrooms, all while raking in up to $300,000 every single year through her nonprofit, the Representation Project,
bro.
and her for-profit outfit, Girls Club Entertainment. The report goes on to say Newsom's Board of Education recommended Siebel Newsom's films in controversial health education guidance in 2019. Shortly after he became governor, that guidance was later adopted by the state education department and sparked some heated debate for its focus on sexuality and gender identity. Teaching manuals pushed by Newsom's Representation Project.
I promise you, every time I see this, y'all, literally every time is so wild to me. It is so wild to me, bro. They teaching kids this. What I want y'all to do, I got some more homework for y'all. I want y'all to actually look up this film that they have. I couldn't even play the film on my video because that's how bad it is. And they're showing they're showing kids this in school. She's showing.
That's a diagram labeled the gingerbread person, used to teach middle schoolers about terms like pansexuality. The revelation comes amid a crisis in California schools, of course, with a recent report card finding 44% of California 11th graders do not meet reading standards. Nearly 70% were below par in math. We've reached out to the governor's office for comment. We're waiting to hear back.
The thing is, though, is that they're pushing the wrong things into these schools. They're pushing the wrong things into these schools. And it's definitely sad and disgusting that they're doing this. It's truly sad and disgusting that they're doing this. And I don't understand why they think that this is something that's okay to do. You know, it's truly sad and it's truly sad and very sickening at what they're doing, you know, within these schools. I'm telling y'all, man, me personally, I'm mad about it. I'm truly mad about it. Just seeing stuff like this. Just look at this, man. This literally goes to show y'all everything. This is the test results. Just looking at this. 44% of 11th graders not meeting reading standards. Nearly 70% were below in math. It goes to show y'all everything right there. And for y'all to not actually pay attention, just like y'all not paying attention, y'all supporting somebody like this, y'all just saying, okay, well, I don't care what my kids is going through right now. That's basically what y'all saying. When y'all voting for a person like this, they're pushing the wrong things into these schools, bro. People need to lock in. I'm telling y'all, people need to lock in. It says Gavin Newsom's wife is terrified of young men becoming right wing and thinks the government should stop it. Why? I'm trying my best not to cuss. I'm trying my best not to cuss. I'm telling y'all. That makes no sense.
Boys, we all know, I think, or increasingly are realizing that boys are moving away from sort of the more progressive boys that spend time online are moving a little bit I'm trying not to be political here, but are moving to the right and being sort of influenced by the Andrew Tates and some of that sort of alt-right socialization online that we know is very, very dangerous. My husband and I were alarmed when our kids were watching sports online and my son knew about Andrew Tate and thought he was pretty cool and thought that his Republican grandfather, who's not a Trumper, but a fiscal conservative, thought that my father would like Andrew Tate. So that's scary. We're like one of the most progressive households, and our son is confused and asking all these questions. We're working.
He's not confused at all. He's realizing what parents he has. That's what it is. He's wondering, like, what are y'all doing? He's not confused. He's not confused. I don't think that he's confused. I think what he's realizing is the real. Me personally, I think he's just realizing reality. But then you got parents like her and Gavin Newsom that's trying to brainwash. That's crazy.
On legislation to hold tech companies accountable and help them be a force for good in our kids and families' lives. To really provide all the best in class resources and support for youth so that they don't go down this rabbit hole of very, very dangerous and limiting narratives around ultimately what it means to be a girl and what it means to be a boy. We owe it to them and ourselves to kind of dangerous and limiting narratives around ultimately what it means to be a girl and what it means to be a boy. We owe it to them and ourselves to kind of heal this this gift of modern technology, but curb it to be a force for good. I mean, look, the Gov and I, we have 3 more years. We're trying to institutionalize our values so that they carry on beyond.
I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to leave y'all to say what I'm going to say or what I want to say. So if y'all can do me pleasure of, because y'all know me a little bit. Even though y'all hear me talking on this, y'all actually know me a little bit. I actually be surprised on some of the things y'all say in the comments. Based off of me just speaking to y'all here. I want y'all to tell me what I'm thinking right now in this video. It gets worse though. I forgot about this video. It gets worse. My beats are dying now. They're on 10%, so I'm trying to, Anyways, I gotta speed up a little bit. I didn't know that was dying before this video because I know somebody about to comment and say, "Oh, wait, you have to be prepared." Oh, Says Gavin Newsom's wife unalived her own sister. This is what it says. Unalived her own sister. I did not know anything like this. She says that she can relate to the unalivers in jail because of it. Y'all see my face? That's what y'all about to do when y'all see this video.
I mean, I had to be very raw when we interviewed the young men who were juvenile offenders in San Quentin. I told them about my own loss, where I lost my older sister a few days before my 7th birthday, and I blamed myself for her death. And I share that because that they ultimately were accused of committing these violent crimes and sentenced for life. And I think it shocked them that this, blonde lady who was, interviewing them had a similar story, was perhaps in the wrong place at the wrong time, but wasn't punished the way they were because clearly it was an accident, but theirs was probably an accident too. Anyway, I share that just because I guess,
You 7 years old and she's saying that it was an accident and then saying that there's actually people that's in prison, grown men that's in prison or grown men that's in prison, and saying that theirs probably was an accident as well. She know damn well she know what she was doing when she did that. I don't care what nobody say. I don't even know the story with her and her sister. But I know for a fact, bro. I know for a fact it couldn't have been. Because what she's saying right now and how she looking, I'm telling y'all, this is completely insane to me. 7 years old or not. She's saying, "Oh, well, I know that it was an accident." And she said it's one thing to say that. I've talked to God. I've owned up to myself. This is something, it was an accident. I have to. Even though that people told me I don't blame myself, that's another story. She just said, I know it was an accident, and I know that theirs probably was an accident too. She's talking about people that actually did this shit. That's sitting in prison. And calling it an accident? This is somebody that people is voting for. Remind me, just think about this. You got people supporting them. And she's basically saying if you lost a loved one to somebody that did something to your loved one, think about that. Somebody that did something to your loved one, right? She basically saying the person that did it probably did it on accident. And y'all voting for somebody like this. Y'all crazy. Man, people
I enjoy
I don't understand.
Spending time with people and being real and unmasking and showing them that it's safe to unmask themselves.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I feel like I'm just speechless, so I'm going to just play this news.
Jennifer Newsom has become the co-governor of California over the last several years. Some weeks the public see more of her than they do of Gavin. And if Gavin Newsom does run for president, the current co-governor of California...
Don't that sound like Joe Biden? Don't that sound just like, what, Joe Biden? This sounds exactly
will be the
like
co-candidate and a co-president, just like Hillary Clinton tried to be desperately 35 years ago.
I don't think we should have these stereotypes about women's roles, and particularly about this one. I think that I may have done some things differently, but I came with a different background. I'd worked all my life. I'd had a lot of experiences in the professional world and the public and political world that I brought with me. So to withdraw from politics and public policy would have been untrue to me and would not have been reflective of the way my husband and I have worked together since we were in law school.
So that right there is what Jennifer Newsom has always wanted, more than anything, more than true love, more than happiness. She wants power, she wants fame, and she wants respect, something that she's never had. And that's why she married a guy like Gavin. A guy just weak and wounded enough for her to control, and that's what she's doing. And this is not some Newsmax conspiracy theory. It's my opinion. But the Newsoms have been prepping the public for this for years.
I don't know if our country is ready for first partner.
Okay.
Sadly, I don't know if they are. I'd like to think, and I'm going to work really, 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 really hard for people to see what's been rendered invisible. And
what is a first partner, bro? I feel like this is stressing me out. First lady or first partner of California is the spouse of governor of California. So she's literally calling herself. Why is she calling herself the first partner? Literally on Google it says, why is Jennifer Newsom call herself the first partner? The role of the first lady was retitled first partner to be gender inclusive. Bro, y'all got to be shitting me, bro. Like what? Like what is it? It's 2026 and everybody is doing this. Like shit it got me speechless, y'all. It got me speechless.
valued in our society, and to go, oh, that's actually important. It's not always a woman behind a man, but the partnership is what's important, and then partnership will make the world go round.
Imagine living your life, doing interview after interview, and being concerned about something like that. First lady and first partner. Imagine that. If Gavin was smart, he's not, Jennifer would be told to sort of fade off into the background for a little while he campaigns for president against people who are actually really smart. J.D. Vance, Marco Rubio. Gavin, not that bright. I say that because he's admitted it himself. So what's going to end up happening over the next several months? Well, this co-governorship is going to become a co-candidacy. She's going to make speeches. And Gavin is going to start getting more and more questions about Jennifer and fewer about Gavin. And Jennifer is going to end up destroying him as a result of that. And we will be here for every minute of it. Can't wait.
I'm sorry. I feel like this is probably one of the craziest videos I've seen all year. I feel like I'm still on the whole thing about calling herself first partner. I feel like there are so many things that they need to be worried about rather than that. She shouldn't call herself first partner just for the simple fact that I don't see her getting into the White House at all. I don't see neither one of them. Like I truly just don't. Steve Hilton literally says Democrat treats yeah, like I did that. Both. The Democrats cheat. See, I said it again. The Democrats treat Californians like fools, thinking we don't see what's going on in our state. They spend billions in taxpayer dollars, making all the problems worse. Homelessness, cost of living, the fraud, the list goes on. All Democrats are the same. They will produce the same results. It's time for a change, and it's time to make California golden again, which truly, I definitely agree with what he's saying. I'm not going to lie. I truly do. Brings me back to the debate. So basically within this, and why I wanted to show this video is because people will literally try to bring you down as much as possible, just like they tried to do, Steve here. And they tried their best. I'm going to just say that. They tried their best. Check it out.
Mr. Hilton, you said you were deeply honored to recently receive President Trump's endorsement. That's despite the fact that 62% of Californians disapprove of the job he is doing. Are those Californians wrong? You have 60 seconds.
One of the proudest days of my life was the day I became an American citizen. It happened in a ceremony right here in San Francisco. So it is a deep honor for me to be endorsed by the President of the United States. And here's the thing that's going to help every Californian when I'm governor, is that we will have a constructive relationship and partnership with the federal government, which would be the case, I would hope, for any party in that situation, so that we can make things better in California, work with the president and his administration to manage our forests better, to harvest the timber so we can build the single-family homes we need for our young families, to work to increase California energy production as he wants to do so we can lower gas prices, to fight the fraud in our government so we can cut spending and cut taxes, to work to enforce our immigration laws in all these areas and more. It will benefit every Californian to have a governor who is a partner on these issues with the president and his team.
No, don't sit there and try to trick him in a question and say this, say that. Now he talking his shit, and now you ready to Mr. Hilton. Nah, let him talk. You asked the question, let him talk. And I know they on the tighter, let him talk. That's what you wanted to do. I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling y'all, one thing about it, I don't care anybody, I'm not trying to take people away and say, oh, you shouldn't do this and you should think like this, you should do that. But people got to realize what's going on. People do. I truly feel like people are just so into the internet that they see stuff and they run with it rather than just doing, just listening. Look and listen to these individuals that you're voting for. Stop just voting for somebody because you don't like Trump. Or you don't like this certain white people, or you don't like black folks that sit there and support Trump, or you feel as if a family member or a friend, they don't like Trump, they don't like ICE, so I'm not gonna do y'all homework. Do your homework. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Catch y'all next one.